Ready for breakfast?
Actually, 4 of these cookies, so I can put eyes on 4 spiders at once. Josh, come look at these spiders. Ooh, scary. Yeah, that's really cute. It's so cute. You can have one. Yeah. So Josh is doing a taste test on our spider. Yeah, without the eyes, because I didn't want to go get everybody eyes and then I wanted to taste it. Is it good? It's a peanut butter cookie with... Nope, it's peanut butter cookies with chocolate lace and I want you to taste one of the... we are going to use some of the leftover dinner from that party to make dinner tonight. I am going to throw together a really easy dinner. These are the leftover potatoes. Before your chicken that we made, too much garlic, but it was so good. And I do have some...
Good morning. I don't know what my hair is doing. It's there. So I thought it'd be fun to bring you guys on like a weekly kind of reset, really busy Sunday. So I have this bad habit of trying to do too many things on Sunday and stretching myself too thin. So I've been trying to get a little bit better at actually planning out my Sundays and only doing what is like reasonable to accomplish. So I've been making my to-do list. I actually read that for people like me who are very type A, who are very like overworking and anxious, to-do lists actually can be counterproductive because you end up putting too many things on your to-do list. And I was like, oh, yep, that's 100% me. So I've been trying to get a lot better at planning out what I'm gonna do. So today is Sunday. Today is the 6th. The 6th. Daylight savings just happened, which is another thing. So I was sitting in bed, I was watching some YouTube and I was trying to relax a little bit. And then I went to the kitchen to get another cup of coffee and I saw it and I was like, oh my God, it's already 10 a.m. I've been so lazy, I didn't do enough. And then it's because the hour, I didn't change the clocks. So it wasn't that late. And actually it's only 9:30 right now. And I've already got some stuff done. So I'm trying to be better on myself. And like one thing today, normally on Sundays I would try to work out for at least an hour. I work out 3 times a week, like Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. But since I'm gonna be doing so much stuff today, I'm gonna give myself that leeway. I'm gonna be up on my feet. I'm gonna be going out for walks. I'm going to be cleaning. I'm gonna be doing a lot. So I don't think it's going to be too much for me to just not have a dedicated workout today, and I can just do it on Tuesday and Thursday this week. So that's for me, that's an improvement, because usually, like previously, I would do the workout and then I would stress myself out trying to do everything else when, you know, it's not great. So this is my to-do list so far. I've got to clean our humidifier because I got to deep clean that at least once a week. I got to film at least 2 videos for my main channel, which is the makeup channel. So I'm going to film my Pan That Palette update, and then I've just got film and blank over here because I don't know what other video I'm going to film yet. I got to look at my calendar and kind of plan out for the rest of the month what I'm going to be doing on the main channel. I have to make my bed. I have to walk Rex twice as long as it doesn't rain. I've got to, after everything's kind of done and before I start cooking, I want to take a shower and deep condition and wash my hair. And then, so cooking, I'm gonna be doing a lot of cooking today. So today is Sunday and it's fall. I have not made split pea soup yet, which is something that I really, really love to make, especially in the Instant Pot. It's a lot easier in the Instant Pot. And I found this big, like, amazing roast at Target for like 12 bucks a few weeks ago. So it's been in my freezer. I've defrosted it. It's been sitting in the fridge. And it's enough for like 2 full huge batches of split pea soup. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna make 2 full batches. we're gonna have it for dinner tonight, and then I'm gonna freeze the rest of it. Some of it I'm gonna give to my grandma because she loves the split pea soup that I make, and then the rest is gonna just go in our freezer, and then those will be some nice easy dinners, lunches, whatever we want for the next few weeks and or months, because we're gonna have a lot of soup. And then I've got the boxed bread mixes from Trader Joe's. So I want to make 1 pumpkin bread and 1 banana bread, and that's gonna be my breakfast for the week as well. So another thing I'm trying to like learn and get a little bit better at is like the meal planning and prepping for just like us. It's only 2 of us, so it's really not that bad, but I have no experience in meal prepping and planning like this. I mean, I was good at cooking. I do enjoy cooking, and I love home cooked meals. Honestly, I love eating home cooked meals, but I don't know, it wasn't until we moved in together and lived in our own apartment that I realized it could be exhausting to cook every single day, but I still want nice home cooked meals. So I've been watching a lot of like YouTube videos, especially Becky with Acre Homestead, taking inspiration from how she plans and cooks and preps. So I've been trying to do that a bit more often to also just be easier on myself throughout the week as well. Because up until now, I have been cooking. I work from home, so I cook every day. So I'm just trying to be a little bit more thoughtful on how we're planning out like our weeknight dinners to make it a little bit easier, but then still have some nice home cooked dishes. So I want to make that big thing of split pea soup. I'll bring you guys for that. The pumpkin and banana bread, I'm being easy on myself because I'm using the box mixes. But all of that's a lot. So a lot to get done in one day. So I am going to finish the video I'm currently watching. It's the last one I'm gonna watch. And then I think I'm going to immediately wash my face, start doing my makeup, and try to do the YouTube stuff first. So I'm also gonna flip that. I used to do all of like my cleaning and prep work and everything else and then save YouTube for like the late afternoon. But then I realized I was rushing through my YouTube filming and stuff just to hurry up and get to the point where I could start dinner. But I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to get YouTube stuff done early in the morning, or not early morning, but like morning time now. So at least it's filmed, I can put it away, and then tomorrow morning when I wake up early like I usually do, I can go through and do the editing and not rush myself through that, because the video doesn't go live until Tuesday. Especially if I can film 2 videos, then next weekend I don't have to do the same thing. So I want to do that in the morning and then take my shower, or take them out for a walk, take my shower, and then the whole afternoon I can take my time and be in the kitchen doing the split pea soup, because that doesn't take a while. So that's the plan. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so I took my time, but I finished my makeup. It's a little bit later than I thought it would be. It's almost 1 o'clock. I did a little bit of cleaning as I went, and it actually did start raining, so I can't take Rex for a walk right now. Hopefully it'll clear up and I can take him out a little bit later. But now I'm gonna get hopefully 2 videos filmed. I'm thinking of filming my Pan That Palette update and then a tag video, just so that I have the next 2 weeks covered on the main channel. So here's the to-do list. I removed his first walk, I did the bed, I already answered some YouTube comments, I'm about to do the filming, and I've got the humidifier soaking in vinegar right now. And just a quick look, this is my filming setup. I've got my microphone right here. I just plug it directly into the iMac. And then I used to use the umbrella lights, but honestly they're kind of a pain in the butt to take out and put up all the time. So I just leave my ring light. It stays there. I use it like every day when I'm doing my normal makeup just to give me a little bit more light in here. And then I love this, I'm gonna move this over. I love this clamp kind of tripod that I have. So up here is where I can put this camera to film my normal sit-down videos. And then this other arm kind of swings in, so if I ever want to film any like top-down videos, it's super easy because it's like right there, and I can push it out of the way and also just leave this up all the time. So all I have to do is kind of push back the tripod for the ring light just a little bit so I can put my camera up there and then put in the mic. And that's it, and we're ready to film. Alright, I just finished filming. I got both the Pan That Palette update and the makeup tag. I ended up doing the makeup first tag by Glitter Fallout. It was a lot of fun. It was a nice trip down memory lane. So I'm going to take the footage from my main channel SD card, throw it on my iMac, and I'm not going to do any of like the audio editing. I'm going to have plenty of time throughout the week to do that. So I'm just going to load the content there, do a little bit of cleanup. I think I'm gonna go ahead and clean the humidifier and then jump in the shower, and then we're gonna jump into the cooking. I'm out of the shower, and while I'm letting my deep conditioner, I'm doing a protein treatment this week. While I let that soak in, I thought I would go ahead and pop something in the oven so I can get that working. And what I want to do is I got these frozen like chicken tenders in the last vlog. I'll throw it up in the cards. But they're just chicken breast strips, and I want to go ahead and do the whole bag so I have enough for lunch for the week, because I've got salad greens, I've got tortillas, I'm gonna make a pico later this afternoon. So I'll just make like chicken. You can make a Caesar salad, or you can make a Caesar wrap, or you can make any kind of wrap. So I just want to go ahead and throw all of these in the oven just so we can get that started. And these have to go in at 400 for about 20 minutes. So the hair is done, and I just pulled the chicken out of the oven, and I moved this cart over here because we've got an outlet right there, and that's where I want to put the Instant Pot. But it's 4:20 and it's already getting dark outside, but it did clear up, so it's not raining anymore. So I think it's time for someone to go for a WALK. So let's take him out real quick, and then we'll come in, get started on the breads, and then get started on the pea soups. Buddy, you know what time it is? Ready? Come on, let's go. Echo, evening.
Okay.
All right, so since it was raining outside, we gotta give Rex a little wipe down. So, come here, Chunky. Good boy. Oh, look how dirty his paws are. It's nasty. Look how gross your little paws are. All done. All right, you can move, buddy. It's all done. Why is he still laying down? Rex, all done. There, thank you. Okay. So we're back from the walk. The chicken is all put away. So I think, I'm trying to think what would be the best order to do this in. I think I'm gonna do one of the breads, get one loaf of bread in the oven, and then prep all the ingredients and get one big batch of split pea soup going. And then when the bread comes out, we can swap in the other bread and then finish up the other split pea soup. It is not even 5 o'clock, so I think we've got enough time to do all of this. And then I want to make a pico, just a really simple pico de gallo, just so I have that prepared for throughout the week. And Rex has a lot to say. Buddy, it's okay, there's no one there. And then I think we're good. So let's see how much of this we can get done. So we've got our box mix here. So all we need to add are eggs, oil, and water. And then I want to go ahead and spray down the pan. Alright, so we have half a cup vegetable oil, 1 cup water, and 2 large eggs. Oh, look how nice. So let's get one of these spatulas to scoop it all out. So now we're gonna pop this in the oven for 55 minutes. So real quick, while the pumpkin bread is in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and mix up the dough for the banana bread and pop this in the fridge so that as soon as that pumpkin bread is done and cooled, I can pop it out, rinse it out, and then pop in the banana bread. Time to get started on the split pea soup. And wow, this lighting is terrible. I gotta figure out how to get better lighting in here. But I just found this recipe. I have it on my Pinterest. It's from cookingclassy.com and it's a split pea soup recipe that I really like, and it has like 3 sets of instructions: how to make it regular on the stove, how to make it in an Instant Pot, and then how to make it in a slow cooker. And I really like that it's the same recipe but adapted to all those different ways of making it. So you don't need an Instant Pot. I prefer the Instant Pot because it's pretty quick, pretty easy to clean up, and it tastes amazing. So we are gonna go ahead and prep all the ingredients. So there really aren't that many ingredients. We need to chop some onion, make sure we have enough celery. I've got garlic already minced. I gotta prep some broth because I don't have any actual broth, but I do have the powdered broth. So let me get a pot out to do that. All right, so we've got the water boiling for the broth. I've got my split peas. I've got to rinse those, but we're gonna do that right before we throw everything in the Instant Pot. I've got black pepper, I've got my ham, I've got to chop the thingy. What is the thingy? So this is the size of the roast that I found. This was $12 at Target, which is kind of nuts. So I'm gonna cut this in half, and we'll use half of it for the first batch, half of it for the second batch. And this is a boneless pork shoulder butt roast. And then carrots, and then parsley for garnish. So it really isn't that many ingredients, and this is like my favorite soup ever. And I do like it smooth, so later on when it's actually ready, we're gonna pull out my immersion blender and we're gonna blend it up. So I'm just gonna go through and check the ingredients and prep everything, and I've got a big bowl here, and I've got 2 little bowls. So I wanna kind of prep and do my mise en place and make sure I've got everything ready before we start putting stuff in the Instant Pot. So the meat has been chopped, everything's been prepped, we've got our broth ready. So we're gonna go ahead and get the first batch started in the Instant Pot. So I'm gonna plug it in. That was me, buddy. We're gonna start off by setting this to saute for 5 minutes. So saute 5 minutes. So we got that started. I'm gonna add some oil. So first we're going to add our onions and celery. Get every last little bit in there. We're gonna wait for this to heat up, start sauteing these. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the garlic. Alright, so that's looking great. So we're gonna hit cancel. And then we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. So we're gonna throw in our carrots. These are carrots I prepped and froze a while ago. So we'll just throw those in. Then we need about half of the broth that I prepped. It's gonna be around 2 cups. Might need to add a little bit more water. We are going to add some thyme, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, 2 bay leaves, Well, those are small pieces. I'm gonna do 3. 3. Our picked over and rinsed split peas. And I just use these little bags. These are the Goya ones. Alvin has them at the store, so we can just get them whenever we want. Make sure it is incorporated. Man, I am so excited. All right, and then we're gonna add the meat. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little bit more water. And I think that is perfect. So now we are gonna cover this and do it on manual for 15 minutes. It's gonna come up to pressure, cook for 15 minutes on high, and then we're gonna let it naturally release the pressure. And that's it for the split pea soup. So we're gonna let that go. I'm gonna check on the bread. We got about 18-ish minutes on the bread, the pumpkin bread. It looks nice. So I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning up, a little bit of prepping for the next batch, and we'll just let it cook. You know, I think I might make myself a cocktail. So I could show you guys how I make my favorite cocktail, which is an old-fashioned. All right, cocktail. So I like an old-fashioned. An old-fashioned is a whiskey cocktail, and for old-fashions, I like to not use the worst whiskey or the best whiskey. I like using the middle of the road whiskey. So to me, that's kind of maker's mark. So I will take this. This is a simple syrup I made from Demerara sugar. There's another YouTube channel called How to Drink, and he said the best simple syrup is with the sugar. So I made it 2 to 1 so that I can keep it on the shelf. It's shelf stable for 6 months. And I wanted to think he was pretentious, but he's 100% right. The sugar is better. So I like this. So we'll do a little bit. Let me see if the pump actually works, because I've been having issues with our pumps. Yeah, I gotta buy new ones. So what I'm gonna do is just do a little bit. I don't want it to be like too sweet, so I'll just do a little bit there. I gotta find a better way to store our symbol. So I like that, and I like to add Angostura bitters. I like to do 4 bitters. Typically it's 2, but I like a little bit extra bitter. So we got 4 dashes of bitters. Got a little measurement, so I like to do 2 shots of the whiskey. 1, 2. I like to freeze little squares of ice just for this occasion. So we'll pop it in there, let it start to cool down, and I'm gonna peel a little bit off of this orange. Orange peel really just ties it all together. So I've got a little bit of a peel. I'm just gonna take it and kind of squish into the drink, and then just kind of dip it in there. It's nothing too fancy, but that's my favorite cocktail. Nope, and I made a miss. My face is red just from being it's already hot in here, but cheers. It needs to cool down a little bit, so I'm gonna let it sit with that ice in there, but it's like the perfect blend. It's a little sour, it's a little bitter, it's a little sweet. It's my favorite. Ooh, we need longer. So we're gonna pop that right back in the oven for another 5 minutes. There we go. So the stick came out clean. We're gonna let this sit for at least 10 minutes before I pull it out, give this a rinse, and then we will throw the banana bread in the oven. And we're making decent time. It's around 6:03. Alvin gets off work at 7, and the first batch of the split pea soup has 5 minutes left before the instant release, or not instant release, my bad, before we have to gently, you know, let it release on its own, which will take another 15 minutes. So I think we're gonna have plenty of time, because he gets off work at 7. He probably won't get home until 7:30, 7:45. So I think we're gonna have time to do it all. And what I've been doing, I actually propped up this cookbook. This is the Diasporican cookbook. I'm gonna pop it down. So I've been reading through this while having my cocktail. I've been trying to, you know, explore more Puerto Rican cuisine, kind of get to my roots, because I didn't really grow up eating Puerto Rican food. And you know what? Puerto Rican food can kind of be a whole lot of everything. So I really recommend this book. I'm loving it so far because it's like part memoir, part cookbook. So I'm going to continue reading this while we wait for the bread to cool. So the pumpkin bread is out and it looks absolutely amazing. I put it on my little skeleton tray to cool off, but unfortunately it did kind of stick to the pan, so I've got it soaking. But in order to get the banana bread in the oven, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and make them muffins because I do have a muffin tin. Yeah, so I've got this muffin tin and muffins are gonna be quicker, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead, instead of making banana bread, we're gonna make them into muffins. Alright, so it's been 23 minutes after, and I was waiting for this to self-release, but it still hadn't gone, and usually this goes after 20 minutes, so I just quick released the rest of the steam. I think 20 minutes after it's done is plenty fine, so we're gonna open this up. Oh, look at that! It smells amazing. So I need to go ahead and just take out the big meat chunk in the middle, and then we're gonna blend all this up. Oh, I gotta get the bay leaves out. Almost forgot those. There is one more. Now we're gonna blend it up. And there's our soup. Look how delicious it is. I'm gonna take a quick taste just to make sure it's seasoned well, and then we're gonna put this in our soup cubes. Oh, that's perfect. That is delightful. So I bought these little silicone molds for freezing things. You can use them for more than soup, but I mainly wanted to use it for soup. So I'm just gonna start filling these up. I also offered to give some to my grandmother, so her portions I'm gonna put in these little to-go containers. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse the pot out so we can go ahead and get our second batch in. All right, the banana muffins are done. I'm gonna leave these out to cool and then we'll pop them out of the pan. And the breads are all done. Look how great. We've got our nice little pumpkin bread right here and our banana bread muffins instead of actual bread. But you know what? I kind of like it. I like that we got the variety with the muffins and with the regular bread. So these are going to cool overnight. I'm going to throw a clean dish towel on top of them. And we've got breakfast for like, well, if Alvin and I both eat these, this is breakfast for a week for both of us. Or if I only eat it, it'll be 2 weeks worth of breakfast. So I totally forgot I had pico on my list, so I just made it real quick. I just chopped up tomato, red onion, squeezed 1 lime, and added some cilantro, and we got a ton. So this can go on salads, it can go in wraps. You can eat it like a snack like I do. It's just delicious. Oh, and I also added a little bit of salt. So we are finally done. That's the last of the soup. We have our 2 bowls for dinner tonight. I'm gonna cut up the meat from the second batch. The meat from the first batch is cut up in here. I prepped Alvin's lunch for tomorrow, a little bit of the soup, some rice, and then some of the meat. This is all of our extra soup. These are gonna be frozen and then we can have them for an easy dinner some other time. These two are going to my grandmother. And last but not least, we have our beautiful bread. This was a very productive day overall. So thank you for doing this fun Sunday reset with me. Let me know down below what you thought, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye. Are you ready for dinner? Yeah. Is it dinner time? Mother, I am hungry. I hunger. Okay, let's get you dinner.